So, I just ordered a new station because I'm annoying as hell and I don't know how to just be happy with what I got. So, we're on the way to go pick that up right now. I got it from Home Depot. I'm doing in-store pickup and I'm praying that it's gonna fit in my car. I have like a hatchback two-door car. I'm not sure. If not, I'm gonna have to call somebody that has, you know, a bigger vehicle. But I'm hoping it'll fit. So we're gonna go check it out. This is what happens when I get bored. That's why it's important to stay busy, because if not, you're gonna get bored and you're gonna start spending money. Either way, we're gonna go pick up a new station. Yo, that thing didn't even get close to fitting in my car. They have it like unwrapped already. I guess it was on the floor as a display, and I guess that's the last one that they have. So he just rolled it out, already put together and everything, and was like, we looked at it, we looked at each other, and we were like, oh hell no. So I'm gonna have to find somebody that can save the day, I guess, and either have a truck or a SUV that'll fit that thing. So we'll see. Ooh. Okay, so me and my boy Leo loaded this thing up in the rain. Thank God he helped me out. He came in clutch, so we got this thing in here. Check it out. And it's an absolute monster. Compared to what I have over there right now, this thing is huge. So I'm gonna see what I wanna do with this and how I wanna do it. So this is where we're at right now. I'm hoping that changing the station to right here instead of right there will make the tutorials a little better. Because now I can put the camera, the tripod on this, and it can face directly at the chair instead of being at an angle like this. It'll be straight up on the client. So this is where we're at right now. Just transferred everything into here, and we just got this thing. I don't know exactly what's in the box. I'm gonna open it. We're gonna see what we got. Okay, so this package is 2 new ring lights. I have 2 ring lights and 2 square lights on this station, but I wanted to step up and get like really good quality ring lights. Both of these I got from Walmart, and they're decent. I think I paid those, they were like 20 bucks. But these I wanted to get like the best ring lights that there are. So the research that I did, it turns out that the newer brand seems like it was really good for barbers. So I got 2 of those. I think that's all that's in this box. So first thing out of the box, we got the carry bag. I imagine it's just actual ring. Got a stand right here that comes with it too. I hear the tripod for this is really good quality, but I also ordered 2 wall mounts for these, so I won't be using the stand for these at least. Yeah, you got the actual ring. This is without the face, I guess. I don't know what it's called. There's like face plates for the light. Comes with 2 separate color face plates. I imagine I'll just stick to the white, but it also comes with like a warm type of filter. And next we got another one, and I know what's in here. It's not that exciting, but I think that it's necessary, and I figured I'll throw it in here. It's just a shop mat that goes, that you stand on. And I got the 1-inch thick one, the thickest one that I could find on there, because I want to protect my knees and feet and legs and everything back as much as I can. So it's a 1-inch thick shop mat. And there it is. Hopefully this will make my feet feel a lot better. And this is the last package. This one's for the ring lights that we got. 2 mounts for the wall, so that they'll be above me and more of an overhead type of light, and you can maneuver them, and I don't have to deal with the stands on the ground. So they're gonna be mounted on the wall on both sides. They're pretty generic. It was just one of maybe the first one that came up on Amazon when you look up ring light mount. Probably the first couple ones that I got. I'm gonna install these guys, and we're gonna see how easy it is and how it looks after. So we got the mounts up now. I'm gonna put the lights in there and try to deal with some of these wires and cable management and try to get it as clean as I can. see, we got both of the ring lights up and mounted. Also attached the square lights on the arm of each ring light. That'll be the ideal lighting for any haircut that comes in. And while we're here, I figured I might as well go ahead and show you guys what I keep in here. What I use on my haircuts, what tools I have. I already put this thing together for you guys, so let's just go ahead and go through the station and I'll show you guys what tools I'm using and what purpose they serve. So on the top here, I'm not a person that really likes a bunch of stuff, like a bunch of bottles standing on top, you know, the cool care and all of that, that's like lined up on top so you don't really have that much shelf space. I like to keep it pretty open. The beam tin compressor, obviously I have to keep up here for the charger. And this diffuser, I just can't find a place for it. So I have these up there, hand sanitizer, and the barber side I like to keep up here. I like to keep it as clean as I can up top. I got the Alexa over here. I have an airbrush container that I empty it out in. I like to keep my business cards right here. So maybe if the clients, if I turn them and they see them, maybe they'll want to grab some. I have a few combs right here. Usually I have an apron on, so I'll put a couple of those in the apron. They're usually not there. Same thing with my shears. I keep a pair of cutting shears. These are pretty basic, $50 from Sally's. And then the same thing with these thinning shears. Level 3 razor holder. First I was a little bit nervous using this one because it's one of the pinch razors where you put them in. But it actually turns out that I like it a lot better than the ones that have to sit on the track. So when you open it up, you just slide it in there. You just have to be good. You have to be mindful of, you know, manning the blade. But it's much quicker putting it in and out with the pinch. The guards I'm using right now are from Marty Blends, great colorway. Pretty nice, pretty good quality. I like to keep my iPad up here with the clock app on, and just so I know, I keep track of time. I don't have to, you know, think to myself or check my phone. All I have to do is turn back, check the time, and I know I'm good. A lot of you barbers know what's up with the hard brush. The hair that gets on you while you're cutting, hard brush will get that stuff off right away. Shoes, socks, everything. Keep a hard brush nearby and you can get that hair off of you. So that's what this is for. I got a couple of capes over here in the apron that I use. Barber bag, I have a Babyliss Pro hair dryer, and then just the headrest of my chair. I want to get a mount to this where I can keep the hair dry and everything. Going into this first drawer, I keep a lot of the stuff that I would need during the cut. Pretty much everything that I'm going to be grabbing, I keep in here. So starting with my clippers, I'm just going to run through these, everything that I'm using. These are the ones that I showed in my last video. Boosted Babyliss FX, Frank the Barber colorway. As you can see, most of my tools are purple, so I like to stay with that theme. Customized low pros. I really don't find myself using these too much. I liked them at first, but I kind of, you know, moved away from them. These are the original FXs that I had customized as well. They still cut pretty well, but now that I have these, I'm not really using these as much. I thought I would be able to move away from these one day, but I find myself using these in most cuts for something. It's just something about this original little blade. I can't get away from it. I just use these for like little spots that I'll have to get into, especially with kids, around the ear, little things like that. If I need a gentle trimmer, I'm using these, and I never can get away from them. This is a great trimmer for those type of scenarios. Kind of a similar thing with the seniors, man. This might be the best versatile clipper that I have that can really do anything. It's super powerful, that can dig through anything, but it's also very precise and can fade super blurry. So always gonna keep a pair of seniors, whatever station that I ever have while I'm barbering, always gonna have a pair of seniors in there. And these are my original hitters, gold FXs. They're set super close, and I was using these for hitters for a long time until I upgraded to the sabers pretty recently. So I've been using these lately for the purpose that I had these for, but I keep these in here in case, you know, these die or I drop them, something like that. But both of these are very good trimmers for that purpose. These are the Pissed Off Barbers Goblins that I customized. These are also a very good versatile clipper. I find myself coming back to these. I like the way they cut. Very powerful. I like how small it is. Super light. I find myself being a little bit faster when I use these. I don't know why. I don't know if it just because the motor is so powerful and it just cuts easier, but I also love to cut with these. I keep my Frank the Barber matching trimmer as well, just mainly when I'm balding out, going through bulk. If I have like a lineup around the back neck that like the hair will just not cut, or it keeps hanging over, these will dig through that super easy. That blade cuts very well through thick hair, so I keep these in here whenever I'm going through bulk. Keep a couple of different shavers, my Gamma Uno, usually for kids, or on the face, or just around the ear, little places. Top of the mustache it works for, the single foil. Works very good, so I gotta keep this in here. And then the FX3 shaver, just been using this recently. Probably the best shaver that I've used. I really like it. Keep my neck shirts right here so I can just grab one. Down here I keep the gloves that I use for every cut. I know there's a big debate within barbers about we don't have to wear gloves. Like, why are you guys wearing gloves? We're not required to. It's kind of like, why do you do that? And for me, it's not really for sanitation. Like, I keep my hands pretty clean. I'm not really doing it for that. I'm doing it mainly for hair splinters. I could see why people that cut mainly coarse hair would think that, but when you're cutting straight hair and you're grabbing the, you're grabbing the hair when you're combing through sectioning, those hairs can point in you, and you're gonna have splinters in there that are harder to get out than even wood splinters. So I keep these gloves, especially at least on my left hand, at the very minimal on the left hand. And also, I just like to use it when I'm using the razor. So when I grab their skin to pull it, it just doesn't slide. My hands sometimes can get a little bit like sweaty, I guess. And so when I have that glove on there, I know my hand's not gonna slip. So that's why I use them. I don't really use them for sanitary purposes, but I like to use it for splinters and just to keep my hands dry. Anyway, next I'm gonna get into the products that I use. This is a matte paste from Level 3, very cool. It's like a paste that goes in, it keeps it dry. Cool for crop cuts or little styles that you want to keep it dry and messy. Next, I just have a typical gel from Johnny B. Smells super good. I probably use this more than anything, especially comb overs, normal type of haircuts. I use this probably the most. Next, I have a tinted gel from Level 3. It's very similar to the first gel, but this one is tinted, so if they have some gray hairs, it's good for black hairs. Like, you put it in there and it kind of covers up the gray. And a lot of my clients seem, I don't know that they've noticed that's what this is doing, but it seems like they're really happy after I give the haircut. So this is a little gem that I would suggest if you're cutting, middle-aged clients that have black hair. Very good for that. Next, I keep a Johnny B Fuddy in there. It's kind of a mix between these two. So if they're looking for a lot of hold, but they also want it to stay dry, that's what this is for. Next, curl enhancer, curly cut, kind of bring out the curls. Throw this in there, use a diffuser to dry it, the curls will be coming out for sure. Next, I have like a classic pomade for a super slick look. Don't use this as often, but it's good to have if somebody comes in there and wants a super classic slick comb over or something. I also find myself using a styling powder a lot. I know you guys know about this. Once the hair's dry, flick this in there and it'll add a lot of hold and a lot of texture. So only thing is that this will stay in their hair for weeks if they don't wash it. So this is pretty strong, so you gotta be careful. You don't wanna use too much, and you wanna make sure they know, hey, go wash your hair in a couple of days because this is gonna stay in there as long as you don't wash your hair. Moving on more towards the right, I keep my enhancements right here. I got 2 of the no drips. Keep the alcohol to put in the airbrush when I'm done with it. Barber pencil, I don't find myself using it too much, but sometimes I wanna get creative, I'll use it. Fibers right here. I keep my enhancement card and razor blades over here, so I kinda have them separated. And also I have my shave gels and aftershaves right here, along with the texturizing sea salt spray. Creates a lot of texture before applying products, so this is a cool product, man. I would suggest this for sure. Keep my different styling brushes and combs back here, so I'll just grab them after grabbing the products. Getting into the next drawer, I tell myself this drawer is for my bigger bottles that I'll use before the haircut and after the haircut. So usually I'll have this cool care in here. I keep my water bottle and my neck duster that, what I told you guys earlier, I do bring these up onto the station when I start cutting. And when I start going during the day, I do keep those up there, but when I stop, I put them back in the drawer. Next, I keep this for razor blades that I've used. Hairspray, tonic water, aftershave, talc powder. Keep all of my bigger bottles that I'm gonna use really frequently. I keep them in this drawer, so they're pretty easy to grab. Next, this is more like curling type products. I keep a curl sponge, S-curl, barber saw, sheen spray, picks, do-rag, wave brush, stuff like that I might use. This one, I keep just clean towels. I need to re-up on my towels, but I just keep this drawer for that. Next in here, just kind of a miscellaneous drawer. I keep a disinfectant spray, Q-tips, cotton balls. These are dirty brushes. Luckily this stuff's sealed, so it's not gonna come in contact with the dirty brushes. I keep dirty brushes in this drawer, and then this one I keep clean brushes. So usually I like to change my brush every client. So I'll grab a clean one, throw the dirty one in there. These drawers, I don't have much in there, but I just use them for that. And here I just keep the self-cutting system that I use. I'll eventually do a video of me using this. I kind of do it in a ratchet way, but I keep the actual thing in this drawer. This drawer, I just kind of keep the stuff that I have that are extra guards, neck strips, talc powder, enhancements, oil, brushes, combs, stuff like that, hairspray, different type of blades, whatever. If I need extra something, if I run out, keep it down here, and usually I'll have it. And a similar deal with this, just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff, extra airbrush guards, just a couple of big things that wouldn't fit up here. These drawers are pretty deep, so I can fit the bigger stuff in here, but just a miscellaneous drawer that I really don't want to look at too much. Also stuff if I'm gonna color hair. I have a little bit of experience doing that, so I keep colored type stuff in there. And you can't forget the best part, my boy Winnie. And if you're new here, I go by the name of Vino, he goes by the name of Winnie. We do barber and fashion, lifestyle, a lot of different things. Thanks for checking me out. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that I see you next time. Ciao ragazzi, e ci vediamo la prossima volta. Ciao.